Hello everybody, welcome back to Ike from Ike and Me Gaming, and today I believe it's going to be all about New Mexico. Let's see what we got to do. Achieve an express status on a rail line from Denver to Albuquerque. Produce 14 loads of wooden planks in Deming via one of your factories. Deliver 12 loads of steel to Deming, and deliver 12 loads of chemicals to Deming. And then optionals would be by Walter Pajonk's company. And then found a total of 5 cities. We already have 2. Connect 900,000 citizens to your rail network. We're at 584 and change. And without further ado, let's look to it. So what do we got here? We got Raton is not founded yet. It's still, what did they call that? Small settlement. Santa Fe is a city. It's making steel. Albuquerque's making meat. So that's good. And then Deming that they're talking about is down here and also not founded. So we have to found Deming. We probably should found Raton because it's right there anyways. Although I don't know. Well, it could make alcohol, I guess. Santa Fe is right here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is buy New Mexico. 1.3 million. So we got that done. So we got our Camp Raton, our 2 main stations. This third one just to block Buddy from buying us out, or getting by us, I mean. So in theory we should probably have 2 stations in Raton. There we go, we got that figured out. Maybe go right here. So then we're gonna have to come out here, kind of through this mountain pass area, and then up to Raton. We can put that down there. Put that, I'd say. Alright, so we had to build an express train here to Raton. Let's see how much this is going to be. Okay, Denver eventually here. So now we're doing our one from Camp Raton Express to Raton itself. There, we got that in. Alright, so now we're building our track to Denver. Now we're building, it's actually hills. Okay, so we got that done. I'll go ahead and throw a train on that. So we picked fork knot. We got 2 of them. We got all our special wagons on. In fact, we should almost probably go with 3 really. So we got a lot of hills and stuff to climb. This way here, that should be better. Alright. Done. Just there now, we doubled up our rail line from Santa Fe to Raton. We also bought this farm here, which I actually bought this one too, which is funny. Even though I only bought this one, it gave me this one. See, my name's still there. It's kind of odd, but we'll take it. So then I have a station running in wheat to here. So they're going to start getting wheat. Now I need meat and I need wood. My wood is right here. I'm going to do another station right now right here. We did a bunch of stuff here over the last few minutes. We bought this business, sugar business, wood business, put a station here. We're running wood up to Raton to try to establish it as a city. We're running wood and sugar into Santa Fe just to supply it. We're also running wood and sugar down to Albuquerque to supply it, and we have Albuquerque as a warehouse going down to Deming with freight to supply, try to establish it. We have corn, which we did not buy. It was really expensive. It's going into Albuquerque. We have a warehouse in Albuquerque that's going to spread out the grain, the wood. Actually, we should put sugar in here too. Sugar and corn. we built an express station in Albany to try to get this bonus, 336 bonus. We have an express train going to Santa Fe, back and forth, 2 of them. And then we also have 2 going from Denver way down to Albuquerque. I don't think, I'll look quickly, but I don't think we have any Santa Fe to Albuquerque, Denver to Santa Fe. Okay, so we do have 3 on Denver to Santa Fe. And that's where we stand right now. We did all that by taking out a bond. The second bond, not the top one, but the second one of the 3. We just established some 2 trains to run, 2 trains to run back and forth to Santa Fe from Martin Station with our milk and our wheat. And we have 3 trains, and it's bypassing Santa Fe, going down here, all the way down to Albuquerque. 3 trains of wheat and milk. And then we have our warehouse here clearly that will move it on down to Deming to help establish Deming. We just did some finagling down here to put a second station. We can't touch this one, it won't let us get rid of it. So because of that, we made this the express station, made this one the freight station, and now we have another line up to Albuquerque with 1 express train on it. We ended up buying this Cox Pit, this coal. We put a train station here. We reworked Camp Berton freight right here to get through that mountain pass. And our coal's coming here all the way to Santa Fe. So now the next thing, because it says, actually if I click on what I need, the next thing is to do iron. We need iron for coal. And so we went out here to Robert's Rest, and we put a station, and we ran it into Malone Rest, and we put a warehouse here so we can accept our iron that will then get shipped into Santa Fe.
That I would see this miracle in my lifetime. Our rail network connects to Santa Fe, and my dream of this new route has come true.
Nice. So we got the express line figured out. We got Deming Station up and running. Turned into a city, so that's a 4 city we founded. It's not growing super great, but eventually the trains will get down with these goods. Meat's coming from Albuquerque, and beer's coming from Natal. Sugar is coming from up near Santa Fe. We did have a chance to put an industry down, and because of this wooden planks in Deming via one of your factories, we put planks down. So they're probably not doing anything, no doubt. Not really. We've got a demand of 8. Not doing anything, so we gotta grow the city up first. While we're waiting for some of our other things to happen, we had a chance to put another industry in Dodge City. Oh, we also bumped up the meat factory of Max out. We decided to put toys because we have planks in Wichita, and we need to do something with the steel in Santa Fe. So we got steel coming in, planks into Dodge City and making toys. And then we also put our chemical factory in North Platte, and now we have Cox Terminal running up coal up to North Platte, which we own both, and then eventually we'll ship North Platte down to Deming once the demand is there, of course. So we were given the chance to put new industry in Oklahoma. Even though I wanted to do something better, I decided to go with cloth because the only place making cloth in the whole map at the moment is Kansas City. So I want to get Oklahoma down here making cloth so I can kind of ship some of it over to the west. So unfortunately, my main wool area, I had to drag this all the way down to Oklahoma because the only other wool is way up here and then way down there. Probably should have put that in Deming instead of the plank. I could have did the plank second. There is one here, of course, in North Texas, but we decided to do that, and it looks like Cheyenne is about to be founded here any second.
I see you have internalized the spirit of our endeavor. Well done.
Nice. So that was, oops. So that was one of the optional tasks. So we got that done. I'll pause that for a second. So now we're gonna have to put some kind of industry in Cheyenne. We seem to really be having a problem with meat. I'm thinking we're gonna go meat because we do have the breeding right there that I own.
The place where Deming is being founded seems extremely favorable. With its function as a connector between our routes,
Nice.
the city will have the potential to compete even with giants like Chicago in the future.
Nice. I don't know how Deming's gonna compete with Chicago, but hey. Let's see if I know. If we stick it right here. There. So now we'll control that. We'll put our meat down there, and then that'll get our meat situation figured. So I decided I needed to get some more wood over to the west side, so I put another line here. Piggybacked on a few of my lines for little bits and pieces. And I'm bringing 2 trains of wood over the Dodge City. So that should help their wood situation get way better and help grow them faster.
An army of godly settlers inhabits
Nice.
the West, where once the wind blew across barren land. Change is happening, and it's all thanks to you, my friend.
Alright, so we got our 900,000 citizens on a rail network. So we still have one optional task of Walter Bajonk's company, and we need 12 steel and 12 chemicals to Deming. Because we had a chemical factory in North Platte, the cheese factory's there, but that's not as big a deal. And because we had distillery and planks in Wichita, we put a freight train going back and forth, and then we also put an express train going into Wichita from North Platte. So that should help things out a bit. Look at Dodge City, it's up to 65,000 and growing quite nicely. It's 80-90% for apples, so we gotta bump the apples up a bit. And the planks are 20, dresses are a little low. So we're just looking at Deming, and they needed 12 loads of steel, and I believe that's our steel coming in right here. As soon as it gets in, that should count for Deming, and then the last thing after that will be 12 loads of chemicals, which we're loading up in North Platte right now. Once they start unloading, there we go.
There are the materials I ordered. I was wondering already.
Perfect. Now we just got to work on the chemicals. So we finally got Grand Junction into a city here. Now we just need cloth, but it's coming. And we'll have that growing pretty good. We have double growth right now. Working on Rock Springs. Okay, good. That's I didn't know, but it just became a city. So we got some alcohol coming. It's making cloth. So that should be good. And then we have a little bit of a warehouse up here, Mason Terminal. And then we're just kind of using Rock Springs and Grand Junction, the warehouse, back and forth to each other. And the few things we're missing, we're bringing in from Denver. So we're supposed to buy this guy out.
For dust you are, and to dust you shall return. A fitting quote for the end of the Denver and Rio Grande.
Bought them out 100%. No problem. There, we're coming in with the last loads of chemicals here for Deming. So she's a pretty sparsely populated town. Mountains over there. And as soon as I unload these 6 loads of chemicals, we should be good to go.
Wonderful. Your delivery has arrived. These building materials are indispensable to complete our project.
You've done it. America's second transcontinental railroad is now complete. As it says in the Psalms, let everything that has breath praise the Lord. Hallelujah. I must admit, I've heard many stories about your abilities, but the reality makes them all pale in comparison. I'm deeply in your debt. Our company is superior to all competition. We're more successful than I ever dared to dream. We're even part of a transcontinental railroad. And yet I believe this is not the end. With God's help, we can reach the Pacific without Huntington.
Alright. So, we did 20 of 20 mandatory tasks, 3 optional tasks, 300,000, time bonus, 1.3 difficulty, total score 694, 577, chief executive. That took us 6.1 years. We're worth 336 million, 105 active rail runs, 197 trains, 939 wagons. That's a lot more than the last campaign, if you remember. Route length almost 48,000, train stations 82, city buildings 4, factories 16, rural businesses 14, connected cities 16, and rural businesses 37. So that means we own 16 factories and own 14 rural businesses. Okay, let's see where we find ourselves. Probably way down lower than I want to be. Let's see, find me. We are 940th, so that's not bad. That's way better than the last campaign, so we're in the top 1,000. So that's what we did on that one. That was the fun little one there. So I hope you enjoyed yourself. Like, comment, subscribe, come back and watch us in another great video on Ike and Me Gaming.